Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang's recent visit to Korea has been all over the media. But beyond the media frenzy, what does this visit mean for Korea's artificial intelligence infrastructure? Joining us in the studio to tell us more about this is our business correspondent Park Junan. Junan, thank you so much for coming in today.
It's good to be here, Sujin.
Right, Junan, to start off, let's talk business. So what were the business partnerships and deals that were made during his visit?
Right, Sujin, it was a massive series of partnerships. To put it simply, Nvidia is deeply tying its infrastructure to Korea. Not only Korean tech titans like Samsung, SK, and the Hyundai Group, but he also met with local startups, integrating the company's AI ecosystem. First, in the memory sector, SK hynix will co-develop next-generation memory for Nvidia's upcoming AI platforms, including their new Vera Rubin supercomputers and Jetson Thor robotics processors. Samsung Electronics will continue cooperation with Nvidia on its HBM4 and HBM5 memory products, as well as its foundry business, pledging to deliver tangible results moving forward. Naver and Nvidia are teaming up to jointly build gigawatt-class global AI factories, starting with a 55-megawatt facility next year and expanding up to a gigawatt. To give you an idea of the scale, Huang mentioned that 1 gigawatt of AI factory costs about 60 billion US dollars, which is around 91.5 trillion won. SK Telecom is also planning to build AI factories starting next year. On the hardware side, LG, Hyundai Motor, and Tucson are expanding their work with Nvidia on humanoid robots, smart manufacturing, and autonomous driving.
I mean, that is an enormous scale of investment. So what makes Korea so ideal for the next generation of AI?
Right, Sujin. Unlike sheer computing that mattered in the last few years, the technology is rapidly moving to third-generation agentic AI, which operates with minimal or no human guidance. Also, the alliance was highlighted through fourth-generation physical AI partnerships, which refer to systems that interact with the real world through robots, autonomous vehicles, and other physical devices. According to Huang, Korea holds a distinct structural advantage in this next phase. Let's take a listen.
Countries that are excellent at manufacturing and heavy industry are not good at software. Countries that are very good at software are not good at heavy industry. Korea is great at all of it. This is a unique situation.
As he just mentioned, Korea is one of the very few places in the world that possesses world-class heavy industry, advanced electronics manufacturing, and top-tier software and AI research all at the same time.
And that's why I'm guessing Nvidia is invested in doing business with Korean companies. But at the same time, some experts have raised concerns that Korea might become too reliant on Nvidia. Is this in any way a valid concern?
Right, Sujin. So on one hand, Korea is now recognized as a full-stack partner for the world's most valuable company. However, the larger this alliance becomes, the more Korea's AI ecosystem could become structurally tied to Nvidia's platforms and hardware. Let's take a listen to an AI professor from here in Korea.
If Nvidia's business priorities were to change, or if the company were to use its dominant market position to seek more favorable terms, Korean companies could have limited room to respond. Ultimately, it may be in Korea's interest to cooperate closely with Nvidia while also maintaining enough independence to avoid becoming overly reliant on a single partner.
The professor said that's why Korea is and should own AI models, a physical AI ecosystem, and cybersecurity capabilities, aiming to strengthen both national resilience and long-term industrial competitiveness.
Right, Junan. So we also saw him do a lot of things we usually don't see CEOs do. So was there any marketing strategy or reason behind him doing all those activities?
Well, it certainly looked like a fun trip, but behind this, every move was part of a carefully calculated business strategy. His visit to the PC Bang, an internet cafe, highlights that Nvidia's early growth was heavily tied to Korea's PC gaming and esports culture. Meeting with gaming companies also shows that the industry is a vital experimental ground for AI in virtual environments. When he threw the ceremonial first pitch at a Tucson Bears baseball game, it wasn't just for fun. It was a strategic nod to his new robotics partnership with Tucson Robotics. Even the casual pork belly and soju dinner with the heads of SK, LG, and Naver founder was actually the starting point of forming a massive physical AI alliance in an informal setting. However, a marketing professor cautioned that there are still some risks to consider. Let's take a listen.
It may seem like Nvidia holds all the leverage, but from the company's perspective, few partners are as important as the suppliers it relies on in Korea. That is why building goodwill and strengthening ties here was such a key part of Hong's strategy.
The professor added that for the general public with little interest in business, seeing a globally successful figure go out of his way to engage warmly with people and arrive bearing gifts can generate significant goodwill.
All right, Jun, thank you so much for coming in today.
Always a pleasure, Sujin.